Wow. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of I finally have the studio set up sort of the way I wanted. So, hooray for everyone. So anyways, what's up, everybody? What's going on? Oh, wow. Alexander was here a long time ago. Shout out to Alexander, whose YouTube channel name has changed. So has the most aesthetic channel on earth. Very upsetting to me because I do not. So what's going on? What's going on, Catherine? What's up? You're in here. It's exciting. I think that today was a very big day in the world of, what do you call it? Synthesizers, for better or for worse, for people's wallets. Check the agenda. It's in the notes below. I am officially too lazy to put the agenda on screen anymore, but there will be timestamps of where we're going to hit things. And then also, you know, we're tightening up the stream. Next week is Thanksgiving. May or not do a Thanksgiving stream. I don't know yet. But let's just say yes, because, you know, Thanksgiving is during the day, not all night. So, you know. What's going on, Viral Beat? What's up? What's up? What's up, Matt? What's going on? What's up, Sam? Oh, wow. Stinky Weasel. What's going on? What's going on? Long time no see. Cool Doug. What's up? Cool Doug Love and Julian. What's going on, everybody? So, yes. Lots of fun. The, you know, sad as well. I mean, anyways, we'll get to that eventually. But, yeah, had a little sad moment. But, yeah. So, I have moved the microphone. I don't know if people have noticed, but it's now on this side permanently. Not going to have it over here anymore. Sort of strange over the shoulder, but the only other place that would be good to have it might be back like here, hooked up somehow, and I really don't know how I'm going to do that. So for now, and I think for the future, it's easier to just have it back here. I know that's very boring to everyone, but before it was like across this little thing. It was very hectic, very annoying. So, new light, more mood, new microphone placement, and some new gear coming before the end of the year because I asked for it. Oh, yeah. ARP 2600M, which is over there. So after 6 months or so, I have decided to send it back. I asked for the shipping label from Zounds to send it back, and it will be the first 1 minute synthesizer review on the channel, the actual first and only 1 minute synthesizer review on the channel. And it will only be 1 minute, and there's a reason. And yeah, so that's that. What else? Nothing else really happening in my world. Things are good. Held off of asking for a Moog 1 from Zounds. I talked to, you know, the rep, and I was like, you know, sending back this ARP. What I really would like is a Moog 1, but that's for 2023. We can get into all that. And I really don't know if I want to dive into a Moog 1 right after I got everything perfectly set up with my awesome 2-keyboard thing and, you know, that whole joint. What was I going to say? Yeah, I feel good. I feel good. Wow. The Op6 has been complete gas therapy for any digital toys. I could totally see that. I think like the Op6, you know, I'm definitely a fan of wavetables. So like mod wave would be my choice, but I don't have an FM synthesizer. I mean, I do, but something that's maybe specialized in FM. So probably the Op6 would be something to fill that hole if I wanted to fill in, the subtractive, the wavetable, the granular, the digital, and then, the FM. So, but, at the end of the day, I would really like Korg to expand on their synth thing. They've got a lot of different pieces, but what if a crazy hybrid of all of these, like a prologue, right? But okay, so it's this would be crazy and awesome, but maybe it would be too much. Do what sort of, I guess you could call it, Roland did with the JDXA, where you put multiple things together. What if you just did that for Korg? You take the wavetable, you take the FM, you take the the stuff from the wave state, all that stuff, right? And the prologue or whatever, and then you put it all together in $1,000 super synthesizer. I think that'd be pretty cool. Plus, Korg does cool. They have a great designer at Korg, so I'd be down for that. But it could be too much. Korg Eternity. That's right. I would. I think people would go for an 8. So it's an 8-voice prologue, but not annoying, and then, or it could be 6 voices. I think people will be okay with 6 because you think about Op6, you got 6 operators. It's this. I was gonna say it could be the Super 6, but no, I guess that's not a thing. Can't do that. Can't do that. Anywho, I wanted to, of course, hit up Around the Web time. So it's time to do a little Around the Web with all of our friends from the internet that I like. So let's go around the Wizeb. Well, in a moment we will go around the web. All right. So first on Around the Web, I wanted to check out some stuff from the JD08 from Roland. I probably don't have any intention to get it, but I saw this video that said Vintage Soul soundset presets. So let's see if these sound good. Well, the video's got about 12 frames a second, but the sound is good. I wonder if you told me it was digital, I would know it, Like if my eyes were closed and you just played this stuff, if I could be like, oh yeah, this is just a digital. These all sound very good. I always am like, I really like people who make presets and stuff because I use them. Because I don't be making my own sounds. Not unless I'm just playing around, to be honest. Doing my one, I mean, I know, I talked about this before. My pet peeve of playing one synth with another synth. The JD08 is like what? The JD8000? Is that what the version is? Like, is that the real version? JD8000? I like that. Very cool, very swirly. Oh, JD800. Okay, interesting. I haven't really looked at the, what are they called, the boutiques. I haven't really been like a big boutique person. But I mean, you know what? And I also don't know what a JD800 sounds like, so it sounds good. I mean, can't really, let's see. I mean, it just sounds good. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's nothing you could say against it. But good presets. Not like a lot of stuff I would have. I mean, if I went through all of them, like, let's see this moving one. I don't want strings. I want this one. Or moving galaxy. All right, we're going to try. This will be our last one. Sounds good. Next on Around the Web is our friend Alex Ball, because I didn't watch this video today, so now I'm going to. This is about the, what the hell is this about? MS-50. And of course, Alex Ball always makes good music as a fellow keyboard guy. Also, he has the, I can't do analog. It's so good that he exists, because I can't be doing no last analog synths like this. I just do not want to.
Hello! So today we're going to look at the Korg MS-50 from 1978. Cool. Now I've already done a feature-length documentary on Korg, so I'm not going to go into the history per se in this video, but in a nutshell, when the MS range came out in 1978, there were 3 synthesizers that were part of that. The MS-10, which pretty much everybody knows, the MS-20, which definitely everybody knows, and then the MS-50, which by contrast is very rare and very difficult to find, which is why you don't see or hear much of them these days. Let's do something about that.
He's definitely really going full old school with how he does everything. Also totally using DaVinci Resolve at this point, because I know these exact transition packs.
MS-50, I hear you cry. Well, I'll tell you, my Berlin chums. It's a fully modular analog synthesizer, the only one Korg have ever made. Even the Vulcan modular is semi-modular. Interesting tidbit for you there. When I say interesting, probably don't lead on a first date with that. Wait till the second or third. It's got no keyboard, and it is an expander module for your MS-10 or MS-20. So that means that it gives you access to more advanced and more esoteric synthesis possibilities, but it's more complicated to use and requires more specialist knowledge. So my guess is that that meant that there was a much smaller potential market for it, so Korg made way fewer of these than they did 10s and 20s, which is why you don't see many of them about these days.
Anyways, of course, go watch freaking Alex's channel. Everyone knows Alex is great. And, you know, I am a personal... I mean, there's like... it's hard to say because, like, I don't know. Once you've done this for long enough, you appreciate everybody, but then you become, like, fans of people. So I am a personal fan of Alex Ball. And so he's made... And I'll say it all the time, even though I don't think it's on his channel anymore because it's gone copyright striked to hell. His video about the Fairlight and the Terminator 2 done with 100 Things I Do, just one of the best pieces of media ever, one of the best well-done pieces of media ever. So, anywho, Sam sort of inspires me to know stuff about the MS line, but I am such a, like, I realize I'm not like new school enough to be like all digital, but I am way too new school to touch anything old and analog. The only old analog thing I want in my presence for the rest of my life is the Valley People Dynamite. It's like my soul is in that, but outside of that, new all day, all new. I'm even getting some new. I'm going to get like a new Empirical Labs thing because I want it and it's new. And the Moog one, I will have it. Anyways, let's jump over to you know where. And yeah, I have to change something. This might be the worst thing I do, but give me a second while I make sure that I change over my Antelope to not internal, because right now it's set to internal. And this is the same thing that happened last time, so pray. Everyone pray that this works. What's up, Analog Wings? What's going on? All right. Set up. Get out of loop back. mode. We should be good now. All right. All right. Switching it over. Let's go. Now, give me a moment. So you're probably wondering, why are we doing this again? Well, new firmware is out, and it came with new sample packs. So I wanted to jump in the sample packs and see what was going on. So for reference, we are using firmware 1.1 now. I just updated it. So I haven't really given a listen to anything, but I made a new project, and let's go and load a sample pack. The new sample packs are the House pack and the Tech House pack. So I want to go with the House pack. Let's see about the House pack. So it takes a little bit. That's funny, Catherine. Eight, 9, 10, 9, 10. Hurry up. I did notice one thing with loading some stuff on the Play recently is that sometimes you can really like overload a pack, and that's not good. It's kind of strange, actually. Wow, it's like really bright. It's like very bright. All right, now semi-dark, but there's no like easy way around this. So let's check out the samples. Let's go tempo 120. Why not, right? Why not? So we got our basses. I'm going to try out first. Let's just get the kicks going. Let's just get that going. Let's just get that going. Oh, I like that. That's a good one. All right, that's good. I like that. I'm just going to like try a little 4-bar loop because I don't want to make a whole other page. Also, oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Thank you, Catherine. Everyone must do as Catherine says, of course, because, you know, why not? I like that kick. This is one of my favorite kicks I've just heard ever. I know it sounds weird, but like, I could maybe take a tiny bit out at 300 hertz, but just off rip, this is a very nice kick. And I also found that I liked this other kick. I'm gonna like do that and like and turn the volume down on that. All right. There we go. And let's see, snares. Mm. All right, let's try that. So I changed something in the settings, as some of y'all, I don't know, who have it may tell. I changed to stopped and playback on NoirEtBlancVie just because it's hard, because you don't want that actually for everything. I feel like when you're selecting the sample, you want it to be on stopped and playback, but when you change the volume, you want it to be not stopped and playback, but you can't do that right now. So, but that's fine too. So anyway. All right, now let's just add, let's see what we got on our stabs. Let's try that. Okay. Let's get some hi-hats going. right, let's see what else is in the category. What else we got here? Oh, that's better. I like that. But I want that to be pitched down a little bit. see what else we have for samples. Okay. Get a bass. Let's get a bass. I think this is a okay. That's like a nice that's nice. All right, let's do that. Live record. Oh, I like that. That's cool. I like that, actually. You have like the... I don't know. I don't think it did that before. It like changes colors between live recording and play. I really like that, actually. Anyways, we're going to record on this track. I'm going to use one hand. And I'm going to change this to like a little shuffle, because it needs like a shuffle. A little more than the other ones. about that? There we go. Now just DJ the rest of the set, you know? Let's see. Right. Let's see about this. we have other stuff to talk about. So, anyways, I have fun with the play all the time. Just very straight ahead, straightforward fun. All right, so lastly, talk about some awesome things that came out today, such as one, this awesome thing. All right, well, not Alex Ball. But this awesome thing, oh, clearly I don't have a button for that. But here we go. The new Sequential Trigon 6. So, yeah. I'm pretty excited because the Trigon 6 is basically a 6-voice sequential synthesizer with a low pass filter, with a 25 dB low pass filter, not a Moog. So I didn't see what price it was going for, but it's in the same style as my Prophet 6, so that's very exciting for me. Maybe not as exciting for some people, but I love the Prophet. The only thing I'll say is it's got an interesting look. The knobs are a bit... I mean, I guess the knobs are like from what? The Pro 3 or something? Is that what they're from? Looks like memory Moogish. It does. Well, I mean, it definitely is like a Moog. So, oh, $3,500? I didn't even see the price yet. Okay, $3,500. A little bit pricier than a Prophet 6 right now. I think a 6 is like, what, 32? When I bought my Prophet 6, it was 27. So things just keep going up. But hey, that's good for me. I don't know what Trigon means. Can maybe somebody say what Trigon means? I actually don't know what Trigon means. I don't know the purpose of Trigon. But yeah, this is out today, and we're gonna mute you. But I obviously we can watch the video again. Why not?
The filter is really the heart and soul of any analog subtractive synthesizer. It's the one component of the voice that really distinguishes one synth from another. So that was the basis and the start of designing the Trigon 6. In the Prophet 6, we created a platform by which there is a what you see is what you hear user interface. There's no menu diving, everything is right there on the panel. Took that a step farther by making the OB6, giving you that character of the SEM filter. It just became kind of obvious the missing piece of the puzzle was the ladder filter, and it just rounds out that trio of instruments really well.
We first implemented a ladder filter on the Pro 3 and found it to be a really, really pleasing complement to the Prophet 6 and Oberheim sounds. So it was the natural next progression to put that into a polyphonic instrument. While it retains those same rich classic tones that you associate with ladder filters of yesteryear, it has a few new features that set it apart from those classic instruments, including a new two-pole mode. The Trigon 6 employs a feedback circuit, classically used on synths where you would route the audio output back to the audio input. And that can go from a very kind of subtle harmonic richness to full-on audio destruction. So you have a certain tuned aspect to the feedback, and it's wild and chaotic, and you can be just right on the hairy edge of all these new sounds and dial it back, and it'll be creamy and sweet and smooth again. On the other end, we've also employed a filter drive.
What do you guys think of the new
really interesting kind of
like look?
growly texture to the sound, and gives this
The knobs are a little skinny for me.
That's very unique.
The Trigon 6 has.
It's nice to see Andrew and Carson sort of doing a tag team on this. I mean, everyone knows Carson from a billion years. I've always been closest to like Andrew, so it's good to see him in a more customer-facing role. I guess I could say it like that.
That,
you know,
given all the modulation capabilities of our synths, especially with Polymod, allows you to do things with pulse width modulation.
I can definitely hear the
motion to the sound and
the low pass in it.
Complexity and depth of sound.
Definitely sounds a little different. Definitely
this
creamier.
Deep space, so you can have very simple things going on. A single instrument that's
okay. Everyone's against me. They think it looks better.
overwhelming,
They think it looks cool.
thick and juicy in this very interesting, compelling way. Users of the Prophet 6 and Obi 6 will feel instantly at home with the Trigon 6. And
What do you guys?
recognize
Here we
it as
go. Here's like a
unique
nice
tone
little
and new
three.
addition to their sonic palette. Really.
All right, here we go. We got a 3 look here. I mean, I'm so biased towards the Prophet 6. But basically, let's see. It's got what does it say on the front? Okay, so it is a sequential.
And
White. That's an interesting choice. You know, I can see that I'm feeling the white a little bit. I kind of like that. I kind of like the white. Yeah. I'm kind of feeling the white. Okay. I mean, you can't beat the you can't beat those fat sequential cheeks. Look at those fat cheeks. These are the skinny cheeks. Something I sort of didn't love about the Oberheim was the skinny cheeks, but I love how they've got the Oberheim name. So happy about that. If you get like a new version, you get the Oberheim name. That's pretty awesome. I love that they're making for the same company. Like, that really is special. Rest in peace, Dave. Of course, down here. Talk a little bit about that over here. So, gonna get a little sad, but here we go again.
understanding of what you're trying to express. The Trigon 6 was really a passion project for Dave Smith. He was really able to focus on the instrument as a lover of synthesis, an engineer. It's a fitting bookend to his legacy and completes this trinity of these classic sounds from classic designers of the past 50, 60, 70 years. Amazing people with amazing ideas that changed the world of music.
Dave very deliberately assembled a team that would be able to do all aspects of synthesizer design and development. I think he would be very pleased to see that we were able to carry through with this project and finish it in a way that I think he would have been proud of.
So yeah, super nice. Hashtag sequential Trinity. Yeah, I'm very fond of certain aspects. Some, I mean, I'm less, but it's essentially it's a Prophet. It's a Prophet 6 Moog. It's a, you know, It's a Moog 6. Moog 6. So will I get one? Come on, I'm not getting one. But I think that here's my thought. It's something that can compete with things like the Moog 1, like in a sense, right? Put quotes around that. But from someone, I know it's going to sound weird, someone that people want to make something like this. I know it sounds controversial, but you get what I'm saying. So anyways, in other news, Moog makes it again. There's a Model D again. Looks very much like what I remember as the Model D OS, I think, which was the old school version that came out in like 2014. You could get like a Moog OG, like an OS version. But this one costs significantly more. I believe if someone were to look it up, and some people might remember, the like old school version, when the Voyager was out, the Moog old school Voyager one was like $2,900 or something back then. So this is a bit more expensive at $5,000. Oh yes, here it is. Thank you. See, why even? The 26-inch, the 2016 reissue was $32.49. So yeah, I think in America it was literally like $29.99. This will be more, but yeah, I mean, I made a little post on my Twitter about this, but I don't know. I think of every company. Oh man, I think of every synthesizer company that I like. I feel the most critical of Moog for so many reasons, whether it's, and it's hard because it's like I've worked with Moog before. I know people at Moog. Amos Gaines is a friend of mine, and but they just can't like move forward. It feels like sometimes. You get the $5,000 Moog vocoder, the best vocoder I've ever used. Truly enjoyed that Moog vocoder a lot. The musicality of that is amazing. $5,000. This Moog Model D, I mean, the Moog 1 is $7,000. Maybe it's not exactly the same, but like, you know, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about a $5,000 mono synth, even if it's a Moog. So, Julian, you're in my Moog book. Yeah, and that's fine. They wanted me to be in the book for reasons, but it's just like the subharmonicon is my favorite Moog, and you know, that's a long time, right? I got my little fatty in like 2012. Love the little fatty. Love the slim fatty. I hated the slim fatty, but it's the same thing. Loved the little fatty. Hated the tuning issues I had because I was doing a lot of shows outdoors at that time. That said, there's only been 3 in the line that I've even really like said, no, this is great. And it's been the Sub 37, of course, the little, you know, the little fatty, and the Sarb Harmonicon. Everything else has been just the same thing over and over and over. Ladder filter on a thing, for the most part. Now, I'm not saying the sound isn't amazing. I love the sound of monophonic Moogs, but $5,000. I mean, this is going to be a good piece of music, I'm sure. I would see this live like so fast. I need to see where they're playing or something. Cool Doug Love says, never owned a Moog. Well, which one would you own? If you could own just one. Here's a question. I have a question. Oh, look at them. Look at them. All with tuners. Of course. Where is it? Here. What is this? 99.9% this is a tuner. Because, and this is why I can't do these things. I know the new one's probably better. I can't be sitting there with the tuner. Every day on stage, I was doing this with the Lil Fatty. We ain't doing that no more. No more. Now, what are they using for reverb? I want to see, like... This is just like a bunch of wizards in like a church. I guess what this actually looks like. That's not a Moog. That's a symbol. All right, so I want to see the floor real quick. Where is this? Okay, I just want to skip ahead to see the floor. Okay, what are they using for effects? I hear about a gajillion reverbs in here. So what? I don't think I see any effects going on here. So I'd like to know what effect they're using actually. What if all these? Imagine if all of these are just going to like one digital effects board. Like people with Scream. They're all going to like one big sky pedal. Even though people would what do you call it? They'd be okay with that because it's a big sky. People like big sky. Anyway, Moog makes another really ridiculously priced synthesizer. Yes, I'm in the Moog book. But, you know, God, I just, you know, it's like crazy. Something more affordable. I haven't even heard this yet, so I'm kind of interested to hear that. The Streckvet from Waldorf, they made a plugin. Let's see. I don't know if, let's see, is it free? Hold on. The Streckvet string plugin. You can now choose from some. Okay. So the new plugin version is virtually identical. Okay. So how much does it cost? Ah, here we go. So you'll get the plugin for $100, but now for $33. Interesting. It's very cheap for every plugin company, I swear, does like a crazy introductory price now. Anyways, let's hear it because I haven't heard the Streckvet and I like the Streckvet. So.
All you do in
Okay. Well, that was a thing. Sounds fine, you know. I don't know really how to, you know. Good God. Stop. You know, sounds fine, I guess. A little harsh to me. It just sounds a little harsh. I don't know. No other sounds I've really heard today have been that harsh. So definitely harsh. $33. Probably something everyone already has does that sound. You know. I don't know. So somebody wants that. I would definitely. It's definitely a stretch. I'm kind of confused as to like why this exists, to be honest. Let's go to their website. We don't care. The website. They have a lot of plugins. They have, let's see, here we go. Nave. I had Nave before. I've heard these other ones like PPG. I haven't heard the Lecter. I haven't heard the Largo. I think this is like some different stuff in a plugin. Nave I have heard. Nave I always was like, it's good and very harsh at the same time. That's what I always felt about the Nave. Cool plugin, but like I actually had it. Like did I own it or did I like just try it? Anyway, I liked it, but it was like harsh in a non-pleasing way sometimes, and it didn't sound like just what I wanted. I mean, clearly I wanted a weird Waldorf, so I'm that person. Waldorf. So Attack is cool. Attack's what? A drum? I'm gonna assume it's drums. Let's see. It's like drum sounds. Interesting. I mean, I'm clearly a fan of Waldorf hardware. I'd probably give Nave another go as a plugin. I don't need a Nave plugin right now. But if it was like, if Nave was literally $30, I would buy it. Even though it was like, it's got a sound that you may not have, but you may not like that sound. But the Strekfet, also I hate this. I don't like this flatness. That's kind of like very boring to me. Maybe that's what people like. A little flat for me. But I guess you can scale it, which is good. I mean, Moog doesn't make plugins that scale. I asked and I still haven't heard back. So if you can scale it, that's something. I don't think you can scale Nave. This is an old plugin as well. But yeah, I mean, Var, how much is which one? Oh, Rainbow Mask says Waldorf Nave was $30. How much is it now? Buy. Oh, is it 30? No. What the? Ugh. I didn't ask for this. Wasn't I in Nave? How did I get here? How the hell did I get there? Oh, what the hell? Am I having issues? Okay. This is Nave, right? Reload. Nave. Buy. Nave. What the hell? Why does it go here? That's dang. They really trying to get you. All right, Nave plugins $156. I might buy both of these, but they're too expensive now. Let's see what else. How much is PPG Wave? 156. That's their thing. 156. 156. So when Nave goes 30, we'll get a Nave, but we're never getting a Strekfet, even at $33. Yeah, Waldorf is like, they're still like in like 2002 at Waldorf. A lot of places, I feel like obviously they have the greatest synthesizer of all time, digital, the Quantum, or Iridium keyboard, whichever one you want to choose. But I don't know. It's like this site, GeoCities, get out of here. This is very old. We're getting off before, the Angel Fire links start breaking over in here. Anywho, what a fun blast from the past, huh? To just go over there. What a fun website. So anyways, I am excited to play the Trigon 6. I forgot what it's called. But I definitely can't. There's no way you could. I don't know who would buy that other than people who really want like a Moog 1 or a memory Moog, and they don't want to be a person who spends a lot of money, or they're a fan of Dave Smith. They want his last synthesizer. I'll always think of Dave's child as the Prophet 6. That's what I like to think. It was the first sequential synthesizer, and I wonder about the Trigon, and I don't know, but is the low pass filter I keep hearing is like public domain. So like, and also I don't know if any of y'all saw, but like on what was it on Moog? This is a Moog thing. Moog put up their like post on their Twitter about like, hey, we're re-releasing the Model D, and like Behringer commented to below with like just like that emoji. It's like and I was like, wow, Behringer has no chill. Behringer has no chill. I bet Sequential will send you the track. Yeah, they'll probably let me borrow it. But yeah, actually, I mean, well, anyway, I definitely can't do that other than listening to it. The Take 5 was like a good offering, I think. It was sort of a, it's a nice middle ground synth. In a few years, hopefully it'll come down and be closer to $1,000 for 5 voices. I think that'll be a nice middle ground for Sequential, since they don't really have anything between super cheap, which they don't even have. I think they have just the one that they did with Pioneer, the Torres. But in time, I'm definitely not gonna go on a Behringer rant. But it was interesting. It was kind of funny that they would do that, because like here's what I think. If Moog didn't think people would buy a $5,000 Moog, they wouldn't make it. Same as the vocoder. Like, I don't think the Behringer vocoder or the Moog vocoder is overpriced for what it is, because 99% of people making music probably don't use a vocoder, and the percent that want a vocoder might be that they want the best vocoder because they're going to use it so much. So it's an interesting product that I didn't think about that way when I initially reviewed it, but I said that it's too expensive for being one thing. It's way too expensive. Paul says, keeps looking at the Waldorf things, also the M and the Cure recently, but still planning to just hold off until I can just straight up go for the Iridium. Oh, dang. Can I have my music back here? There we go. I kind of feel like the firmware for the Quantum is coming a little bit too slow for my liking. Version 3 is not a official release yet. I want to get to the point where there are the 16 voices like the Iridium. I love the filters. I love that part of it. But, you know, there's just got to be a way that they could speed up some of this stuff. I mean, all the new stuff, the M, the Iridium keyboard, all that stuff's great. But, like, I definitely, you can tell that the Iridium sells more because they made a keyboard version out of a module version. So definitely, like, you know, there's something there. The Quantum seems to be the forgotten child sometimes. So that's why when you say you're waiting out, maybe holding out for the Quantum, it's like I might go with the Iridium if just seeing as it seems more popular and they put a little bit more time into it. I think there's a market for vintage instruments. So companies with a history like Moog probably have interest in reissuing the classics. Probably not for everyday synth folks. Yeah, I mean, it does seem like, and it may, I don't know, but so plugins on YouTube seem to be way more interesting to people than I feel like they used to be. I know it's weird, but plugins 5 years ago, they were happening, but it just feels like now you could make a whole channel straight up out of like saying like weekly or like twice a week, just plugin deals and just talk and like kind of mess around with the plugins. Like you could make a whole channel out of that. And, you know, I don't think that was as popular 5 years ago when I started. And so I feel like there's also been a huge push towards super high-end synthesizers because I think there's like less of a like middle ground. There's like people who want synthesizers who are like, oh, I'll just buy the plugin. Tons of those people. And then there's like people who will buy things over $1,000 and up. There's like tons of those people who are just like super, I'll buy an OBX8 and I'm only going to buy one every like 5 years and I'm going to save for it. And then there's like people who are like sub like 500, because every time I hear about a synthesizer that's over $500 but not above $1,000, it's like this painful thing where people are like, oh, it's too much. Like 600 is too much. Should have been cheaper, you know? But if the company just went crazy higher end, they could make less and people would buy them because those are collector people, you know? But companies like Moog and Sequential can just sort of apparently Moog can just do the same thing they've done forever, because here's a $5,000 thing that's happened already. 6 years ago, it was the same thing, but it was $1,500 cheaper. So, but I'm smiling. Everything's good. And yeah, I think that's the Take 5 in my personal opinion is too expensive, because people like me are looking at the Take 5 and are like, that's doesn't have enough stuff, but also it's not a toy, right? So it's like you have to have companies like Dreadbox who are releasing like very cheap things in like the $500 or $600 range, or it's just plugins, or it's like high end. Because think about like Moog. Moog doesn't have like a keyboard. Like, what's the cheapest Moog keyboard right now? I'm gonna say the cheapest Moog keyboard is the Grandmother. I think that it's cheaper than the sub 25. And how much is a grandmother now? Like, and this is from like what are the other companies? It's Sequential, it's Moog, and what else? I don't even want to say Arturia. But I mean, I'm almost. Maybe. That's true. This is true. Yeah, it's either collector's item or it's desktop. I hate calling it toys because people say toy is like, oh, it's unuseful in a professional setting. I just use toy as you could buy it, sell it, buy it, replace it. It's not like something you can't get a hold of easily. It's just could be super casual. You know. Okay, so grandmother is 1,000 now. And that's a one voice. It's semi-modular, but you know, one voice, $1,000. I mean, aesthetically, I am fine with the grandmother. I think it's built very nicely, but you know, the grandmother's like, why would I get that? Even though the freaking sub harmonicon now is like $2,000, which explode my brain. To just, I mean, oh my god. Oh wait, never mind. It's $1,249 now. So there's a lot of stuff missing. The $1,249 makes you think, you know. The $1,249 goes to like, for me, it says, well, why not just a Moog 1? If you're already gonna spend $1,249 for one voice, get 7 more voices and a giant synthesizer. Why not just spend the money? That's what I say. Just spend the money. Yeah, Matriarch's like what, 2,000 now? Who knows? Moog is kind of disgusting to me right now. Not gonna lie. I mean, if we only, I won't speak about anything going on inside Moog because I don't know. Well, anyway, I love Moog. Moog is wonderful. I love Moog. I love Moog. I do. It's just, you know, $5,000 kind of makes you think. I'm still going to get a Moog 1. Just don't, nobody trip. I'm getting a Moog 1. It's still happening. I'm not going to not let it happen. I do like the stereo delay. That's cool on the Matriarch. But see, I think Moog understands. Moog knows how passionate I am about Moog, how much history I have. So many Moogs. I've had so many Moogs. But, you know, it is what it is. And they can't take me out of the book, right? Right? They wouldn't do that. Anyway, we're done. A little long stream, but I had to get through a bunch of stuff. So, oh gosh. No way. Never gonna happen. Yes. Oh, geez. Oh, Matriarch. All right. On that note, since Matriarch is $2,200 now, we will be probably here next week. It's Thanksgiving, so hopefully y'all will be with your families in the afternoons. But if you're around in the evening, we can have a wonderful Thanksgiving live stream and, you know, celebrate together with our stuffed bellies if we celebrate it in our country. So I'll see you guys next week. Yeah. Thank y'all. Bye.